Morning folks, Eric here at Kelly's Concept. Today we are working on a 2016 Mini Cooper with a 3-cylinder turbo engine. Customer complaints there is a water leak. Now this is where it gets outside of the engine. Remove the cover, that just pops right off. But the leak is somewhere in there, alright? So we're going to have to remove this entire front end. First thing, go ahead and remove 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter here. And we yank off this air intake that goes into the intake. And that should be your water pump area. And that's where the leak is coming from. So in order to that, we'll go ahead and proceed and take off this whole front rail to gain access to that. Alright, we'll proceed taking off these bolts. These are T30s. Let's get just a little magnetic tray. Go ahead and put all the stuff in here. We got one 10 millimeter holding in that upper bolt. All right, so there is one T40 that goes right here. And get that boy off. You'll be able to lift this up. Notice your hatch releases will still be there. Go ahead and pop these guys out. Set it aside. Gives us a little bit more room to see what's going on in here. All right, next we're going to go ahead and remove the fan shroud. So you want to get a, this is a T25. Remove these barrels here. One over here, one over here. Then you want to undo your water hose and the electrical there. So let's get a little pry tool. Go ahead and gently take those out. Once you have that free, everything free from there, go ahead and unplug your fan. All right. Next, you want to release the clip that's right here. There's one right here and one right here. Then release that clip. Pry it up with a flathead. And go ahead and pull up your fan shroud. Careful, again, your hose is still here. Oh, there's one more connector that's sitting down here. Go ahead and undo that. All right, back. Sorry, let's step away for a second. Anyways, undo this clip, and then you can start pulling up your fan shroud. Again, make sure and be careful when you're pulling this up that you don't get hung up on these hoses, cut it, or anything like that. It is a very, very tight fit in here. Hey folks, so now we're back that we have the fan out. Unfortunately, I lost some of the video, so I'm going to come back and try to redo some of this. Right here on the expansion tank or the reservoir, go ahead and undo this line. Typical BMW style clip, just pull the clip out and undo this. Go ahead and take it out of the mess here and go ahead and unroute it. You want to get it out of the way. Move it over side. So the leak we actually have is at the oil filter housing, which is underneath here. Let me shed some light on here. Next thing you want to do is go ahead and take out this Torx bolt and take off the water pump. And then go ahead and unplug it. Also, there's going to be a water hose down there in here. Go ahead and unclip that and pull out. And then, as you can see right there, you just unclip the spring here and the whole thing comes out. Move your water pump to the side. And then we'll go ahead and proceed in removing the housing. You can see there's leaks all over there, and that's where the coolant was leaking from. So, yep, we'll go ahead and get those out. It's these Torx heads. I believe they're M12s. One second here. Yep, E12s. There's 5 of them. Go ahead and undo that, and then your housing should come out. Hey folks, so to update, there is no way to remove this entire unit without removing this low pressure line for the AC. So however, I have a Robinair unit which I'm vacuuming out the Freon right now. So you don't have one of these, you'll have to take it to a shop to get the R134 evacuated. Alright, so after you evacuated all the Freon, take your T45 and go ahead and undo this line. That will give you room, hopefully, to free up this guy. Alright, so we have the housing out. Let's look at it carefully here. You can see there are some broken traces of the gaskets. So, while yes, you probably could get away with just replacing gaskets, this customer also has a leak on the housing itself. So instead of taking chances. We're just going to go ahead and replace the entire housing. First thing you want to do is go ahead and clean off all the mating surface on the engine block itself before replacing the head of the housing unit. All right, so here's our all-new aluminum unit. Comes pre-filled with a new oil filter. Of course, your new gaskets. Overall, a lot better product versus the plastic that would prone to cracks and leaks. So you can get this at a number of places, and just go ahead and put it in reverse order as when you took the other one off. After a lot of maneuvering, manhandling, and moving things around, I'm able to get it back into place. Go ahead and reinstall those Torx bolts. There's a total of 5. Once you get that together, get all your connections back together, hoses back together, and of course, we'll put our Freon line back in there. All right, so we pretty much got everything back together. Like I said, everything is reversal of what you did. Make sure all your hoses, all your connectors are back in. Don't forget about the one that goes over here to your expansion tank. Right now, I'm pulling a vacuum. We're getting it down to -3 inches, and then check for leaks.